Experience matters a lot. Don't be too serious with the game. Don't be too careful.
Some golfing weekend for you there. Welcome you on the show. Weekend Sport on Trust TV. Adeni Gishafe. We just saw those young ones there taking into the sport of golf there. Well, we quickly run through some stories in the world of sport. It's weekend matches are there. Big matches for this weekend, and also Osimhen being nominated. All of that will be coming on the show. But quickly, let's run through some stories before our guest will actually be showcasing his analysis style there. Quickly, we start with boxing. Olympic boxing qualifier. Team Nigerian wins 3 gold, 3 bronze, and tickets for the Olympics. They qualify for the Olympics. Let's look at their performance at the competition that took place in Dakar, Senegal. We have for men, Omole Joshua winning gold for Nigeria and also qualifying for Olympic in featherweight. Omole Joshua, Olawale Adams also picking Olympic ticket, and he won gold in the heavyweight category. For women, Cynthia Ogunshemilore won gold and also qualified for Olympics. Oyeshi Jomowumi, Ojo Nene Joy, and Patricia Mbata all getting bronze medal for Nigeria at the competition that took place in Dakar, Senegal. Congrats to them. We have 3 tickets there for the Olympics in boxing, and we just hope that they will do well by the time they get to France. Quickly, we look at another one. FIBA ranking for the Tigers. Right now, they are not really doing so when it comes to playing basketball, but right now they dropped from to 18 places in the world ranking. And you look at Africa, they used to be number 1 in Africa. Let's look at the top 10 in African list that was actually done, FIBA ranking. Now we are standing 5th. South Sudan, who did so well at the competition that took place just not too far ago. Cote d'Ivoire coming 2nd, Angola there. You have Tunisia and Nigeria men. The Tigers are now standing 5th on the log, followed by Egypt, Cape Verde, Senegal, Cameroon, and DR Congo. But it's a different one for our ladies who are topping. The Tigers, they are topping in Africa. They are 11th in the world. For the women, they always make us so proud, and we really appreciate what they are doing. And quickly, we also give you those snippets of what you think you know in the world of sport. And by the time we come back, we actually unveil our guest in the studio. Taking you back there, just have to quickly look at that particular segment. And also, before you join us, we talked about FIBA ranking, where the Tigers actually standing 15 in Africa right now. Also, for our boxers, 3 of them getting the Olympic ticket to fight in France. Paris 2024 is edging closer. And right now, we can tell you authoritatively that we have Nigerians who are ready to fight in boxing. Now, we quickly look at stories trending in the world of football. A lot of activities here and there, but we'll be starting from home. Well, recently, CAF, Confederation of African Football, released the list of referees that will be officiating at AFCON 2023-2024. Now, let me use that word. But though Nigerian made it, and now Minister of Sport Development, Eno, says, well, he has declared state of emergency in officiating because it's not too good not to have even if it's just an assistant referee, should have been better. But as it is, something must be done concerning our officiating, coming from the Minister of Sport Development there. Now, unveiling our guest in the studio, the usual suspects, I use that word. Olawale Peter is here. Let's talk some sport.
Good morning, Adeni. It's my pleasure being here. So I think the minister should declare state of emergency on how to take care of the referees.
First,
the state of emergency should be about welfareism of the referees, the infrastructure, the development of the referees, the security of the referees, not about the officiating. That's not the issue. There are issues that led to them performing the way they are performing. Let me give a very good example. If you take all the referees that we have in Nigeria today, if you take them outside this country, let's say we take them to Premier League, and you bring the referees
of Premier
League down to Nigeria, and let's now analyze them after 6 months. The referees that we are taking from this country to the Premier League, they will behave like the same referee that we are used to in Premier League because of the infrastructure, the training, the welfareism that is over there, and the recognition given to them. And those from Premier League,
they'll begin to lose
they will become made in Nigeria. So that tells you that the problem here, it's not the people, it's the process, it's the environment. When an environment is not conducive enough for you, most of these referees, if you watch Nigerian league very well, if you see them on the pitch, you even pity them before the start of the match. How they got to the venue, they don't know. When the hoodlums or the Irish supporters, they want to attack them, you don't see the security around them. So they have to be scared of their life. But in a situation whereby, look at Premier League, for example, immediately after they blow the final whistle, or any league in Europe, you see the FT men that will come and protect the referee. So we have about 4 or 6 security personnel that their job is to look at the referee, to protect the referee. After the final whistle, they go straight to give the referee protection. Not only on the pitch, even off the pitch also, it happens. So I think the issue is we should declare state of emergency on the welfareism, the process of getting the referee. Then from there we can get it right. This is not the first time it's happening to us. And this is not the second time. And if you don't do the right thing, it's not going to be the last time. But it is very, very shameful that the giant of Africa, out of over estimated 220 million Nigerians, sport-loving Nigerians, we couldn't find 1 or 2 referees to represent us. AFCON.
Not even an assistant referee.
Not assistant referee. Not even, they can't even use us for video assistant referee. I'm not going to talk about that one. I don't want us to go into that one.
Goodness.
Not even the assistant referee. So it's something.
Okay, let's even create a new assistant referee.
Even deputy of the assistant to the assistant referee. We don't even have it. So that is where I think the state of emergency should be declared first. And because, the reason why you have to pay attention to the referees is they are the one that make or kill the game. Once you have poor or bad officiating, you start losing interest in the game. People wouldn't want to go to the field again. That if I go there, I will know what will happen. You know what these referees now. So it's like they are at the center of everything. So attention needs to really be given to them.
Attention must be given to Nigerian referees, really, if you want them to be part of AFCON or any competition in the world, because right now it seems they are all recognized for the fact that they are not meeting up the standards set by the officials there. Well, hopefully things will get better, just like Olawale actually opined there. Now, quickly, let's talk about another event that has to do with football. Now, this time around, we talk about CAF Confederations Cup coming up this weekend. We have two teams from Nigeria. Ballon Insurance, they will be playing in Benin, hosting RS Berkane of Morocco, while Etoile Filante of Burkina Faso will be hosting Rivers United over there in Yamoussoukro. Well, that match will be coming up there, a big one there. Looking at these games, Rivers United away and then Burkina Faso at home. Two matches involving two Nigerian clubs for this week.
I think the South Nigerian teams, they are really doing us proud this time around because both the Bed Insurance of Edo State and Rivers United of Port Harcourt, they are both from the south geopolitical zone of the country, and that tells you that when it comes to the game of football, you cannot overlook anybody again. Whoever believes Bed Insurance, for the last 3 decades, over 30 years, they've never represented Nigeria in any international football competition. This is going to be their first time, and you can see what they are doing currently now. Just like we had with Rivers United during the last competition, we saw what they did also. So like they are coming up, they are getting the support needed. And if you look at what the Edo State government has done in transforming the Bendel Insurance from where they came from to where they are right now, he has done a very good job. He put his deputy, Comrade Philip Shaib, in charge 100%. He manages everything. The issue of welfareism, it's never a problem. Match allowances, match bonuses, their home stadium, Media Stadium, is always available for them. And that is what they are doing. Also, again, they are mobilizing the supporters to come in and do the good job for them. They've already provided about 30 buses in 14 different locations to take the supporters to and fro. They have, the stadium is 12,000 capacity, but they've already printed 15,000 tickets. That I have an issue with. They have to be very careful so that we try and avoid the issue of stampede. When you're having 12,000 capacity and you printed 15,000 tickets, according to the state government, I don't know the rationale behind it, but they really need to be careful when it comes to that. But it's a very good thing when you have your home support, the government is giving you the support, the citizens are giving you the support, so the pressure will be on you to do what? To deliver, to perform. So that is, in fact, last week or thereabouts, I think they even did a road show. Just to get that support. They did a road show to get that support, to give people awareness that we are playing,
May not come out.
May not come out, as they say in Edo. We are playing, may not come out, to come watch your Pikin, They won't do it again the way they used to support us. So it is a very good one, very good innovation we are seeing. Then Rivers State also, we saw what His Excellency the former governor did for the team last season, and this season also they are getting all the support. So I think it's a very good one. I am very sure that one of them will go further than where Nigerians stopped during the last competition.
A big one there. Etoile Filante, the Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso hosting Rivers United. That match, a big one there. And you have RS Berkane already in Nigeria. They'll be facing Bendel Insurance of Benin at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium. A big match coming up this weekend for the two Nigerian teams. And we hope that they will scale through by winning this first leg. Wishing them the best there. Just to give you all the matches slated for this weekend. A lot of matches will be played across Africa, but we just have to pick our own. Talking about Nigerian teams, Bendel Insurance and also Rivers United. Now, well, recently, just yesterday rather, the list of Super Falcons that will be playing against Sao Tome and Principe. It seems Sao Tome and Principe are becoming a real customer of Nigeria. Our men just walloped them 6-0 last week, and now our women will be facing them come Friday. That will be a big one next week. They will be facing them in Lagos at Mobolaji Johnson Arena. Quickly, let's look at that particular story. Unadozie Oshuala Ajibade 21 orders to face Sao Tome and Principe. That will be next Friday there. Big one. And let's look at the list of players that have been invited, although most of the players that play at the World Cup have not been invited, but we have the list of some home base making that particular court there. Oshuala is there. You have the goalkeeper, fantastic goalkeeper, also Nadozie making that particular cut of the list. Well, Chiamaka Nadozie is there. Tochukwu Oluehi. We have one home-based goalkeeper, Bayelsa Queens, Moni Oyono, making it for the 3 goalkeepers. Defenders, Onome Ebi, Nigeria Tells, Akuno Ogbona. You have Comfort for Lauren Shaw, Edo Queens, Raymond Stars ladies there, Nico Paynes, PSG, Rafiat Imran from France, Stade Reims, Michel Alozie, Houston Dash, Oluwatosin Dimeyin from France. You have Jumoke Alani from Edo Queens. Midfielders, Peace Efra, Sporting Club de Braga of Portugal, Rashida Ajibade, Atletico Madrid, Tony Payne, Sevilla, Christian Chebe of Benfica, Portugal, Esther Oyenizi, the FC Robo Queens of Lagos, Regina Otto from France also, and the forwards, you have Vivian Ikechukwu of Besiktas of Turkey, Gift Monday, who plays for Tenerife in Spanish Liga for women, Ifeoma Numenu from US, Asad Oshoala, Barcelona Feminine, you have Chiamaka Okuchukwu of Rivers Angels, Floris Sebastian of Bayelsa Queens, and Nokpeyemi Ajakai of FC Robo Queens. Good one. A lot of home-base making this court.
A very good one from the Super Falcons coach, and that is all we expected from the Super Eagles coach. The last match we played against Sao Tome and Principe also, we expected him to bring in a lot of home-based players. From the 24 list now, we have about 10 home-based players. So that means you are giving them the opportunity. You are giving them the chance that, oh, okay, one day I will be a regular for the Super Falcons, knowing fully that most of these are players, they are aging. It is on their side, so we need to inject new and fresh blood to come in and blend with them. And it's not something that they will do immediately. The way the women's football is going in Africa right now, we should not lose sleep over it at all. We saw what happened during the last competition. So that means everybody is, we saw what Morocco did, we saw what South Africa did, we saw what the Zambian did also, and that means they are still there, they are improving on them. They are the 3 that they are giving us a threat right now. Who knows, in the next 1 or 2 years, others will come up, gang up against us. So that's the reason why we have to make sure we get the best of our players to come in. How will you do that? Expand the tentacles. Let people that think they have what it takes to come, let them come in and prove themselves wrong or right. So that's the best way to go. I think I like this list. From there, let's see those that will be representing the Nigerian going forward. From the goalkeeper list, we have home base. From the defenders, we have home base. From the midfielder, we have home base. From the attacker, we have home base also. So that means in all units of the pitch, we have 2, 3, 4, 5 home base players that can come in and be injected into the team. So I think it's a very good one there. For the Sao Tome and Principe, I know our ladies, they are doing far better than the guys in terms of sports generally in Nigeria. We saw the FIBA ranking. We are currently number 6, while the ladies are number 1 and number 11 in the world. Number 11 in the world. So we saw the weightlifter, what they've done. We saw a lot of sport in which the ladies are doing better than you, the men. So as far as I'm concerned, and playing against Sao Tome and Principe, if the Super Eagles can wallop them 10-0 away from home and 6-0 at home, 2 matches, 16 goals, I'm sure our ladies will respond. They can double that. They can double that.
Hopefully our ladies will do that by the time they file out against Sao Tome and Principe ladies coming Friday there, where they will play at the Mobalaji Johnson Arena in Lagos. We just roll out the list there. Good one for having so many home base, and even debutant like Opeyemi Ajakaye. She'll be so happy for the fact that she made that cut. First time being invited to the Super Falcons, for them to have the experience and also begins to build how to inject them into the Super Falcons squad. Now we have to skip the best FIFA award quickly so that we can run through the matches before we go back to that best FIFA. Let's talk about double award for sports. Postecoglou Madison wins manager and player of the month. A good one for them. We'll go back to best FIFA award later, but let's talk about this so that we can quickly look at the stories so that others can join us. Double awards for sports. This is a good one for this club. Tottenham Hotspur getting it back to the manager and the player of the month of August.
Yeah, and I think it's a very good one for them, and it's something that I think they need at this point in time, and having lost their best player in their history in terms of Harry Kane, the team, the player, they need something to motivate themselves that, oh, okay, we can do it. We've lost someone, but we are in there. And I think that is what really happened. Their last 4 matches, they came in together as a unit, as a team, trying to fill in the vacuum created by Harry Kane's departure. And that they've done very well. So Maddison, I think I'm very happy for him. This is going to be the first time in his career that he's going to win Player of the Month. You are leaving a team, Leicester City, to another team, Tottenham, and the first welcome party you are getting is
a win manager.
Not even player, the best player in Premier League for the month of August. So that shows something. 3 matches, 4 matches, 3 assists and 1 goal. And if you look at the chances he created 9 chances and he made 25 crosses. So that shows that it was part and parcel of all their games. The first one they drew against Brentford, 2-2. Manchester United, the Red Devils, that has... You didn't allow me to talk. Why are you smiling?
No, I know where you're already going. So
where am I going to?
Go ahead, don't worry.
Okay. The Manchester United, they defeated them 2 goals, 2 unreplied goals. Let me use that word.
They have injury. I know they have injury problem now. I know.
What injury problem do they have? That's not an excuse. They have a squad. At least currently right now, Manchester United, they are the highest spender in terms of transfer in Premier League. So they don't have any excuse. They have the money, they have everything. So they shouldn't give out an excuse that they have an injury. It's part of the game. It shouldn't be an excuse for them. So I think it's a very good one. Then for the coach also, this is going to be the first Australian coach coming to Premier League to ply his trade. And the first month, it also got a welcome party manager of the month. No, I think there is a reason and there's a logic behind those that voted in. Because this is a manager that nobody's given a chance. When his name was mentioned by Tottenham Hotspur as the coach, they're like, how can you bring an Australian? What has he done? But he came and he showed, he has changed the tactics of their game. He has changed their mindset right now. They now have this winning mentality. I think, as far as I'm concerned, both of them, they deserve the award.
Both of them getting the award, a good one for Tottenham Hotspur there. Well, quickly, we go through matches for this weekend. Big weekend, a lot of Clash of Titans. We'll be looking at that, but let's quickly take you through matches later for all the top 5 leagues in Europe. West Ham, Manchester City, Tottenham Hotspur, Sheffield United, Fulham, Luton Town. You have Aston Villa against Crystal Palace. Wolves will be playing against Liverpool. And then we move straight. So, matches coming up in La Liga. Let's go Bilbao, Cadiz, Valencia, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Real Betis. You have Sevilla, Las Palmas, Real Madrid against Real Sociedad. And you have Villarreal playing at home. Lecce away to Monza, Fiorentina, Atalanta, Roma, Empoli, Inter Milan, AC Milan. Big one there. Juventus, Lazio, all those games coming up in Italia, Serie A, in the German Bundesliga, Wolfsburg against Union Berlin, Borussia Dortmund against Freiburg, Augsburg away to Leipzig. You have Mainz 05 being at home against Stuttgart, and also Bochum 1848 hosting Eintracht Frankfurt. While in France, a big one yesterday for PSG, at least they fought out, but they lost out against Terry Murphy, who really did well, scoring 2 goals against that club. Good one for Terry Murphy. But for this weekend, Lyon, Le Havre, you have Marseille, Toulouse, Strasbourg against Montpellier. Those are the games coming up for this weekend in the top 5 league. But right now, we look at the Clash of the Titans. For this weekend, big matches coming up. Let's look at those big matches in England, Germany, France. Let's just have that on the screen quickly. We have this where Olawale Peters will be doing justice to this quickly. Let's look at Clash of the Titans for this weekend.
Okay, they are a real Clash of the Titans, and as expected, Bayern Munich and Bayern Leverkusen yesterday was a very, very interesting match, and that's why they said it's not over until it is over. When the last goal from Bayern Leverkusen came in at almost 90th minute, they equalized, making 2-2. So that shows that they are still 100% on the run, fighting for. There's one thing about German league. You see one team that nobody expected that it will come and and fight for his place. Even in Italy also, Serie A, in La Liga, even in Premier League, you always have 1 or 2 surprise team that will come in. And I think Bayern Leverkusen, they've proven to be the one. This is also a very good match for both of them. Then Harry Kane also, I'm very happy. They has discovered himself by banging in goal in and out. The second match, PSG versus, and it's I'm happy for our own Teremoffi and for scoring the 2 goals. And it's not all about Kylian Mbappe. So that's the truth. Yes, he tried his best. He scored 2 goals. Also, both of them, they both have brace, but the end result is 3-2. So it's not a good thing for PSG and at home, because we look at PSG as the owner, the maker, and the decider of French league, but it's like nobody's giving them the respect again. The dynasty that they built over the years, there's no continuity, there's no succession planning for them. Most of the players that have left, they've not found a replacement for them up to now. So maybe that's one of the reasons why Mbappe himself is not even keen in staying or renewing his contract with them. So I think it's not a good one for them. They really need to find out to rediscover themselves and try and get in good players with a long-term plan, not just looking for a star that will come in like they got Messi, they got Neymar, they got Mbappe. You need to get all these hungry players that we have a lot of good players coming from France, other leagues. They have to really do that one. They have to invest a lot in their academy and stop being a money spender all alone. Juventus Lazio, we saw what happened last season. So it's going to be a very tough and interesting one. And the way the league is looking this season is like every match will be a tough one for someone like Juventus, with what they went through last season, the point they deducted from them, with what they are going through currently now with the issue of Pogba. In one way or the other, it will affect the team, you affect the cycle. Then the last year also, they used to be up there before, but now they are not there again. So meeting at this stage means a lot for both teams. So probably we may see a draw at the end of the day. We may see a draw at the end of the day because it's still too early for anybody to prove that, oh, I'm far better than you. Manchester United and Brighton. I don't know why you call this one a clash of the Titans. Honestly, at least I would have preferred to go for Everton and Arsenal than Manchester United and Brighton. The reason being that Everton and Arsenal, last season it was Everton that stopped Arsenal from their unbeaten run. So the Arsenal team also, they'll have that in mind that, oh, this is what you did to us last season, we are coming this time around. And Everton have played 4 matches. They scored only 1 or 2 goals. They are yet to get any point. So they are down there also. So I think it's going to be a very good one. For Manchester United, with due respect to Man United fans out there, because I know after I leave the studio, a lot of them normally attack me one way or the other. But the truth is, they really have to rediscover themselves, starting from their manager. Their manager must learn and know how to manage players. Every season, he must look for a player to sacrifice as an excuse the reason. It started with Cristiano Ronaldo. We had that one. Look at Mason Greenwood also. We had issue with him. Now it is Sancho also that he has told him that he can trade alone. You see, all these players, even if they have their attitude, find a way to control, to discipline them, to let them know that I'm in charge. What you should be after is how to get them deliver on the giving goal. Just like Jose Mourinho, we continue to make mention of Jose Mourinho, Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger. They know how to get the best out of a player. That's why you get loyalty. So I think Manchester United, I'm not expecting this to be, if care is not taken, Brighton is going to defeat them at the Old Trafford.
This is very possible.
Old Trafford is more like Stamford Bridge right now. It's not a stadium that when you go with that fear that this is what will happen. So I think I'll give it to Brighton against Manchester United based on what is happening. And Rashford also, he have the spirit of Cristiano Ronaldo. He has the mentality of Erling Haaland, but his output is like Lukaku. So you can't do that. Your output must be like the people you are thinking about. So I think they really need to rediscover themselves. And look at Anthony also. He's having a problem also. So he has been suspended, pending. So I don't really see Manchester United, how they're going to overcome this. A draw may be the best they can get from this match. Then West Ham and Manchester City. We saw how West Ham have gotten the best start of the season, the best in their history. They've never got it right the way they are getting it right now. And coming from their last season performance, that they won the Conference League, they transformed that confidence into this new season. So that's why I think it will be very tough for Manchester City. But if they can just do one thing, they should not concentrate only on Haaland. That's the truth. If they concentrate only on Haaland, then that means others will score. They have goal machine from almost all their 11 players, including their goalkeeper.
They can score.
He can score also. So they shouldn't concentrate on only Haaland. They should just be compact in defense. They should not give room for any mistake.
The biggest one.
How they are going to do that one, I don't know it. Inter Milan and AC playing in the same stadium, the same turf, the same pitch, but the supporter that will come in will be different. San Siro. It will be a tough game. You know, anytime Inter Milan and AC Milan are playing, you can't really predict what will happen. It's like when Manchester United and Man City they are playing, their arch rival. You know, you can't predict whatever their performance is, whatever the head-to-head was before the competition will be different from what will happen on that very day. But looking at what AC Milan did last season, I think they can have an edge over the Inter Milan. And knowing Inter Milan also, that most of their players also left them. So I think it will be too close to call, but I'll give it to AC Milan.
AC Milan that you are supporting. Well, we wait to see. Maybe AC Milan, can they defeat Inter? A big one there, the Giuseppe Meazza, the one they call San Siro in Italy. For this weekend, big matches there. West Ham, Man City. You have also another big one, Everton, Arsenal. Also, don't forget the fact that Lazio will final against Juventus at their own arena there, over there in the city of Turin. Just give you an update concerning that, and also Olawale Peters analyzing those teams as they will be performing in those games. But now, just during the week, in fact, just 2 days ago, FIFA rolled out the list of Best Player FIFA Award, and we just have our own, the only African nominated. Quickly run through the award categories, and also we actually open phone line for that. Well, let's look at the award categories of nominees now. The Best FIFA Women's Player from the women's side now. Let's look at it. The Best FIFA Women's Player nominees: Aitana Bomati. You have Linda Caicedo, Rachel Daly, Karidia Gianni, Kathleen Floyd, Fowler, Greenwood, Hamoso, Kira Walsh, Samuel Paraluelo. You have Hinata Miyazawa, Mapi Leon, Sam Kerr, Lauren James, Amanda Set. You have Lindsay Horan. That's the list of the Best FIFA Women's Player nominee for you there. Quickly, let's look at the one for men. We look at the player for men. You have Julian Alvarez, Marcelo Brozovic, Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan, Erling Haaland, Rodri, Bernardo Silva. You have Declan Rice, Victor Osimhen, Lionel Messi, Mbappe, and also Kvaratskhelia, making that particular call there. Just to look at the list of the men, and let's look at the women's coach nominees now. The women's coach nominee, we have Peter Gerhardsen, Jonathan Girardes, Tony Gustafsson, you have Emma Hayes and Sarina Wigman. Those are the ladies nominated for, rather the coaches nominated for women. Let's look at the men's coach nominees now. Pep Guardiola, Simone Inzaghi, Ange Postecoglou, the man that just won Manager of the Month of August with Tottenham Hotspur, Luciano Spalletti, and Xavi of Barcelona. And we go straight to the women's goalkeeper nominees. Some goalkeepers were also nominated. Let's look at the list of those goalkeepers. Mackenzie Arnold and Katrin Berger, Catalina Cole, Mary Earps, Christian Endler, Shira Musovic, Sandra Panogarcia Villami, also making that call for FIFA Best Women's Goalkeeper. For the men, let's look at their own name, Yassine Bono of Morocco. Remember that man at the World Cup? Thibaut 12, Real Madrid, Ederson, Andre Onana, also making the call there. Then you have Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, at least Andre Onana actually broken that record, making it two there, making the second African to be nominated, although this time around for goalkeeper. Now, looking at this list now, we go straight to that particular one before we open the phone line, talking about Osimhen for FIFA Best Award. Getting that nomination is a big one. We saw the Ballon d'Or. Yes, we have some African that made that call, but this time around, himself and Onana making this call. For Osimhen, a big one for Victor getting this particular nom from FIFA.
Yeah, well deserved for Victor Osimhen, and that's the result of hard work, dedication, and commitment. You know, there's no way or there's no how you serve your fatherland with all your heart, that in one way or the other, you will not get rewarded for it. This is part of the reward. Because if you look at the AFCON qualifiers, who is the highest goal scorer currently in Africa? It's Victor Osimhen.
With 10.
He has 10 goals, followed by Sadio Mane with 5 goals. Now let's look at where he's playing his trade in Italy. The first African player to win the Golden Boots in Serie A last season, Victor Osimhen. The highest goal scorer in all the matches in Serie A, Victor Osimhen. The what do you call it? He also last season helped his team to win the Scudetto first time in 3 decades. Osimhen. So he has contributed to both his country and his club. Wow. So, and personally, he has a right and good attitude. All these other issues that other players are having off the pitch, the only thing you can hear from Osimhen is when he's having a banter with Oshola on Twitter. So apart from that, which is a joke, by the way, so it's someone that controls himself. You remember how he came from Ajigunle. So that shows that you should never forget where you came from. You should never forget your own. So I think he deserved it. After Kanu Nwankwo in 1999, that's the first time that we are having the sign of relief that we are getting closer to African Footballer of the Year again. So I think he has made a record already. Let me announce the record to you. The first Nigerian player to be nominated for Ballon d'Or, to be nominated for FIFA Player of the Year, and to be nominated for African Footballer of the Year. So, and from these 3, I'm very sure we'll win one. And the other 2, being recognized. We have how many players, playing football in the world, and from the 12 recognized. I'm not talking about even the Ballon d'Or this time around, because you have a lot of issues in that one. But for the FIFA, 12, and you are among the 12 players playing the round leather game. I think that alone is an achievement that needs to be celebrated. So what it needs to look up now is how to continue with the pace. Like we had the Ronaldo of Brazil, who won the FIFA Player of the Year at the age of 20 years. And he still went on. He won it twice again, making record 3 times, together with Zinedine Zidane, that won it 3 times also. So with his age, you should be looking at Kylian Mbappe, how they will continue to compete. Look at Bellingham, look at Haaland. These are the future. These are the people that will be competing for all these trophies. The era of Messi, Ronaldo has gone. So this is the new era for them. So it shouldn't be like when we had Taye Taiwo, we have Mikel Obi and Messi. All of a sudden, it is only Messi. His own shouldn't be like that. He should continue doing what he's doing, work hard, shouldn't allow you to get to his head. And I pray also one day we'll have our own assistant Oshola making the list of women FIFA Player of the Year.
Just like she made the Ballon d'Or. Now we open the phone line. Let's go for that topic. Osimhen, he's been nominated for FIFA Ballon, FIFA award, best award they call it. The number is there. Just call us. 08075992766. When you are calling in place, stay away from your TV set so that we can hear you. While Olawale Peter talk about Osimhen, you can join us by calling through that number. That's the topic there. Osimhen for FIFA Best Player Award. At least that's the biggest news this week concerning Nigerians. A lot of Nigerians are so happy. We have, it has been a very, I don't even know the last time we have a Nigerian. But really, Osimhen has really put us in the world map there. So, call us there and let's have your view concerning that particular topic we're looking at. Osimhen really, he deserves all the accolades he's getting. Like you mentioned, Scudetto, 33 years record, 26 goals, this and that. African player, he has done well. Looking at scoring 10 goals in these qualifiers, what he's doing for club side and also for country side. Seems to be so dedicated. And for FIFA to recognize him and nominate him among the top 12, that shows that really it's one of the forces to be reckoned with in football.
Yeah, I think Osimhen was born 1999, and that was when Kanu Nwankwo won it last.
So you are trying to you are trying to attack some. Okay, maybe he picked from Kanu Nwankwo.
So that means the day we are celebrating Kanu winning that award, God has given us another replacement player that will come and replace Kanu.
Oh my
24
goodness.
good years. It's a long period for a country like Nigeria to make that list again. So this is something that our NFA should seriously look into. 24 years before he takes another Nigeria.
He seems to have a caller there who are joining us there. Hello, are you there?
Hello.
Hello, good to have you on the show.
Hello, it's Awan Hamza from Bichi, Kano State.
Okay, from Bichi, Kano State. Your name again?
Kano State.
Your name?
Hello, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello, my name is Awan Hamza from Kano, Bichi, Kano State.
We can hear you. Continue. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm very happy for Victor Osimhen. I'm very happy for Victor Osimhen. So he has contributed a Italian football last year. I'm very happy for his nomination as the best footballer of the year. Okay. I hope he can one day win the Ballon d'Or. I pray this.
A good one there. Thank you so much for joining us from Kano. Okay, at least he says he's very happy for Victor Osimhen and he hopes that one day we'll win this award. Who knows? Anything can happen. It's by votes anyway.
Yeah, it's not only by vote, it's by performance also because it's the performance that will take you to that.
Before you have been nominated.
And I think the last and the only African that have won it now, it's George Oponwe. That was in 1995. And since that time, we've never come closer to his in Africa again. So I think the like of Osimhen, they have the future that can take us to that. So what he just needs to do is to continue with his performance. Not only continue with his performance, there's some club that if ordinarily you join, the possibility of you being nominated year in, year out consecutively, it's there with his performance. Imagine if Osimhen is playing for Real Madrid and they won the Champions League last season. Or Osimhen is with Manchester City and they won the Champions League, they won treble. Or is with Bayern Munich. I'm not saying Napoli too is not a team to reckon with, but this other team that I've mentioned right now, if the like of Osimhen is playing with them, the kind of attention, the media attention that they will get will be more than that. So what you should be looking at now?
We have a caller that wants to join you there. Hello, where are you calling from? Good to have you on the show. Hello. Okay, we can still, at least we are still expecting more callers to join us anywhere in the world. Call in and let's have your view concerning our old golden boy, Victor Osimhen, really doing so well over there in Italy and also for Nigeria. And now he has been nominated for this FIFA award and also he's been listed in another award, Ballon d'Or. Good to have you on the show. Hello out there.
Hello.
Yes, good to have you. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you please stay away from your TV set?
Good to have you too.
Can you stay away from your TV? Stay away from your TV, please.
Yes, it's Mstches Ibrahim. I'm calling you from Niger State.
Okay, from Niger. How is Niger? It's Mina or wherever. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, it's Mstches. Yes.
I think you need to get away from your TV set, please. If you are calling us, I know you want to hear yourself. Stay away from your TV so that we can hear you. You too can hear us. Okay, while you were talking, the man from Niger was trying to say something, but it seems he was so excited to listen to himself.
And I think a lot of people normally have that mindset that, okay, when I'm talking on air, I want to
hear myself.
Without knowing that it's interfering with the communication. Based on that, we won't be able to hear you very well in the studio. So I think for Osimhen, what he just needs to look at now is to look at his next step. It's just like in politics. The next election is always closer than the last election, even though you have 4 more years to spend. But the next one is closer than the last election. So now what he needs to look at now is to start looking at what next for him in terms of his future. One, the first thing is he needs to try and surpass his last performance last season. He scored 26 goals last season. We're looking at scoring more than 26 goals this season. You also try as much as possible to make sure that your country, your beloved country, Nigeria, will make it to AFCON and get at least to the final, because that will add to his medal also. It will add to his credentials also. So those are
and
the
if
things.
they can win it,
they can win it. Wow. Just like the FIFA football award that we're talking about. A lot of people are having this argument between Messi and Haaland who will win it. But I I do tell a lot of people.
Okay, we have a caller there who might want to say something. Good to have you on the show. Hello? Are you there? Okay, continue, please.
Okay, so if you look at the trajectory of the FIFA Player of the Year after the World Cup plays a vital role when it comes to it, because we're talking about World Cup.
It seems Nigeria they don't want you to talk now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Good to have you on the show. Go ahead. We can hear you.
I say it is a good one for Nigeria and for Victor Osimhen.
Okay.
We hope next time we will see him not in the list for winning a trophy like Champions League and World Cup.
Okay, at least that's a good one there. Where are you calling from, please?
And to the country entirely.
Where are you calling from? Well, he seems not to be ready to tell us. I hope he's not calling from Iceland.
No, I'm sure it's network, and people are always eager to call in and to contribute to the show. So it will be very difficult when you have a player that is outstanding. And you know, Messi, he has this, I don't know, a lot of people have this sentiment.
Kind of...
sympathy vote goes to him most of the time, because I recall vividly in 2010 South Africa World Cup, when Spain, they performed exceptionally. They won the World Cup for the first time in their history. Messi won the FIFA Player of the Year ahead of Xavi and Iniesta. So there's a lot of controversy over it, because if you look at it before that time, 2006, it was Fabio Cannavaro when Italy won it, a defender. Before that also...
We have another caller. Good to have you on the show, please.
Hello.
Hello, are you there? Hello, we can hear you. Go ahead. Seems network is really...
to appeal to whoever is in charge of the network we are using to please release the line for our people to be able to get, because it's very frustrating when you are trying to pull a call and across and you don't get it. But I'm sure they will continue trying. So Messi normally get that sympathy when it comes to voting.
And from the way it is now, I'm afraid, because yes, we have our own Osimhen there, but because of that World Cup and all that, a lot of people want to attach that vote and also support for Messi. Even the Ballon d'Or, Haaland, whoever, you still see that. Okay, we have a caller there. Hello, good to have you on the show. But really, from the way it is, and you know, as people say, that they might just want to say, okay, Messi, bye-bye to this award.
Probably, and they also want him to equal the record of Ronaldo and Zidane, who have won it 3 times. He has won it twice also. Let him win the 3rd time, and from there, let him go to retirement. It's more like a severance package.
Let's settle him.
Let's settle him, and so that.
Do you see him winning the 2, Ballon d'Or and this FIFA?
Well, I see him winning the FIFA, but the Ballon d'Or, I see I see Haaland winning, because winning treble, it's not easy, and breaking the record of Premier League for a very long time, that guy is a goal machine. It's a goal machine. So I think he deserves the Ballon d'Or, while Messi they can compensate him with the FIFA award.
Who knows? Maybe. What if Osimhen actually wins this award?
Like the veteran Odegbami said,
we should dream big.
Let's dream big also. Maybe he can win it.
Nigerians, can you actually dream big to see what if Victor Osimhen? Maybe I should have coined the word, like, what if Osimhen wins FIFA Best Award?
Anything is possible, but don't forget, it has to do with voting from coaches, from captains of the team, and some selected media.
Now, automatically, you see that this award will tend towards Messi.
Now, how many votes are we getting from Africa? And how many are we getting from Europe, from Asia, from other...
South America and all the other side.
So how many are we getting?
Okay, let's take this call. Maybe we can get through to this one. Good to have you on the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Calling from Yobe.
From Yobe. Your name again, please?
I said local just calling from Yobe.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So how is work?
Work is fine. How is Yobe?
Yobe is fine.
Okay, let's talk
In
about
fact,
Osimhen.
Lokoja.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Lokoja calling from Yobe.
Oh, okay. Well, we just have to go now. So sorry because of our time. We appreciate you joining us from Yobe. We know you want to celebrate Osimhen, and we give this booster to you coming from Yobe there. Well, for Olawale Peters, before we go, just two stories. We look at Victor Boniface winning Player of the Month in Germany. Congrats to Victor Boniface for that particular award there. At least he has done well for winning that particular award. 2-in-1. He won the Rookie of the Month of August and also Player of the Month for August in Germany. And Emmanuel Dennis joins Istanbul Başakşehir on loan from Nottingham Forest. Well, at least we wish them the best there. Hopefully we'll get his scoring goals back.
Yeah, it's on loan and it's an opportunity for him to rediscover himself and see the opportunity of him coming back, if possible, either to Nottingham Forest or to any other league. Because for now, nobody can take it away from Taiwo Awoniyi. Is at the peak of his career. I think it's a very good one then for Boniface, and I think this is a message to the NFF. This is a high time for Nigeria to start looking for midfielders now. We have more than enough wingers and attacker that can take us to the glory land. So a good one for Boniface. Congrats to him.
Congrats to Boniface there, and also for Emmanuel Dennis. Good one. Olawale has been with us in the studio talking sports on Weekend Sports. And for those who called in, we appreciate you across Nigeria. I'm Adeniyi Gishafe. Sport is always business and fitness. Have a splendid weekend.